Finally, you opened this. You were meant to. This message has been hidden for centuries, not because you weren't ready, but because heaven was waiting for the exact moment your soul aligned with it. That moment is now. And I, Archangel Michael, command your attention with love, with urgency, and with divine clarity. I am getting married. Yes, I, the warrior of heaven, the protector of souls, the shield of the innocent, the commander of the heavenly armies, I am stepping into a holy union unlike anything seen in time or space. And you, beloved soul, are invited. You are not merely a guest. You are not merely a witness. You are essential. You have no idea how many scrolls were opened in heaven with your name etched in gold. You have no idea how many angels whispered your name over and over, saying, "Call them. Prepare them. Stir their spirit until they wake up." And now, you're awake. This isn't a metaphor. This is a real celestial wedding, the union of divine strength and holy mercy. The joining of eternal protection with a love so vast it floods every corner of the heavens. This is a spiritual reality that transcends symbols. This is a moment where time bends, where your soul is being called into something extraordinary. Do not let the limitations of the earthly mind make you miss it. I repeat, I am getting married. And I need you there. The gates of heaven are opening for this event. And do you know what that means? It means heaven's blessings are pouring down faster than anything this earth has ever seen. The air shifts. The ground shakes gently in reverence. The sky itself hums. And in this moment, this short, sacred moment, you are offered the chance to stand before the throne of God, wrapped in the golden glow of divine love, and witness a miracle that only a few souls will ever be worthy of. But only if you open your heart now. You have been chosen not because you are perfect, but because you are willing. You are not being called because of your past, but because of what heaven sees in your future. You may not believe you're ready, but you are. You always were. God saw you standing at the edge of your faith, shaking, unsure. And He whispered to me, "Call them to the wedding." And I obeyed. You are part of this ceremony. There's a role only you can fill. There's a light only you carry. There's a sound in your soul that resonates perfectly with the frequency of this moment. Don't miss it. There are spiritual beings, millions of them, already gathering. The winds carry the fragrance of divine roses. Golden feathers are falling in places you can't see with your physical eyes. A table has been set, and your name is engraved into one of the 12 thrones prepared for this event. A heavenly robe, white as stars, embroidered with fire, is waiting for you to wear. But there's something you must do. You must say yes in your heart. Not later. Not tomorrow. Not when life calms down. You must say yes now, before the wedding begins in 1 minute. I tell you this with divine urgency. Heaven doesn't operate by the same rules as the earth. When a window opens, it stays open only as long as obedience flows. Delayed obedience is disobedience in the eyes of heaven. God is not punishing you, He is inviting you into something holy. Something no words can fully explain. The ceremony of divine union is not merely a celebration, it is a shift. A spiritual event that will change the course of timelines. As I enter this union, a wave of mercy and justice will pour out across the realms. And you will be a carrier of that wave if you accept the call. Do not underestimate what is happening here. Your attendance at this wedding means you will be commissioned to walk in new authority. Things that terrified you before will tremble at your presence. Chains that held your family for generations will break because you showed up. You will no longer just believe in miracles, you will become one. And I know what you're wondering. You're asking, why you? Why now? Because no other soul carries the combination of faith, fire, fragility, and endurance that you do. You are rare. You are divine design in motion. You are not overlooked, you are reserved. Not rejected, repositioned. You've been hidden not because you weren't good enough, but because God was preparing you for something grand. And this wedding, is the beginning. You must understand, when I say I'm getting married, I am not speaking of a human love. I am speaking of a holy alignment. The sacred union between purpose and promise. The eternal bond between heaven's authority and earth's redemption. It is the moment God ordains a new release of power across dimensions, and you are a conduit of that power. So don't say you're too broken. Don't say you've made too many mistakes. Don't say you're unworthy. Because I see you through heaven's eyes, and you are glorious. You are radiant. You are filled with unseen gold, hidden behind your wounds. And I, Archangel Michael, have fought battles just to clear the path for you to reach this message. Demons tried to block it. Darkness tried to distract you. But you made it. And because you made it, something is about to shift. Do you feel it? The trembling in your spirit? That's not fear. That's recognition. Your soul remembers this invitation. You were promised this before you were born. You saw glimpses of it in your dreams. You felt it in the longing you could never explain. This is not new. This is return. The wedding is beginning. The music has started. It doesn't sound like any earthly music. It's made of light, of vibration, of heaven's language. Every note calls you deeper. The aisles are lined with angels who have waited for this day since creation. And they are watching, for you. Will you come? Will you dare to believe that heaven is not only real but personally interested in your presence? Will you allow your pain, your disappointment, your confusion to be traded for the robe prepared for you? Because the doors are open now. But they won't be for long. I am speaking from a place beyond time. If you delay, if you hesitate, you will still be loved. You will still be held. But you will miss something that cannot be repeated. This is once in creation. This is rare. Sacred. Sealed with God's own fire. Say yes now. Close your eyes and say, I accept the invitation. I choose to step into the wedding. I believe I belong. I am not late. I am on time. Say it now. Heaven is waiting. The archangels are standing in silence, listening for your heart's yes. And once they hear it, the gates will shine brighter, and your name will echo through the halls of the divine. I see you now. Not just in the spirit, but in eternity. You are standing beside thrones. You are clothed in shimmering fabric that pulses with love. You are holding a scroll you never knew existed, with your mission written in gold. You are smiling with tears in your eyes, because you remember. You remember that you were always meant to be here. That this is not a detour. This is your destiny. The wedding is happening. God Himself is presiding. The stars have been told to stand still. Time has been asked to pause. And all because one soul, you, has responded. Your yes is louder than you think. Your yes has silenced storms. Your yes has confused the enemy. Your yes has become a bridge for generations after you. Don't let the clock steal this from you. The minute is almost over. Say yes with all your being. Say yes with your soul. Say yes with the broken parts and the hopeful parts and the scared parts. Say yes because something inside you is burning and doesn't know why. Say yes because you know this moment was written for you. I am getting married. And I will not walk down this divine aisle without you standing nearby. I, Archangel Michael, have chosen you to be part of the unveiling of something heaven has waited millennia to reveal. The glory that's coming will be so overwhelming that even the angels will cover their faces. The light will fill galaxies. The presence of God will fall like never before. And those who attend, those like you, will carry that light back to the earth. You will walk into rooms and darkness will flee. You will speak and wounded hearts will heal. You will touch things and they will prosper. You will dream and heaven will respond. Not because you are perfect, but because you said yes. This message will disappear soon. Not because it's not true, but because the door will close once the wedding begins fully. If you're reading this, you still have a chance. You still have time. But only for seconds more. Feel the presence. The air around you is charged now. Your heart is pounding. That's not coincidence. That's confirmation. The ceremony is starting. The doors are closing. And your name is being called. Come. Come now. Come quickly. I am waiting. Heaven is waiting. And you, beloved soul, were always meant to be here. Say yes now before the final trumpet sounds. Come. 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 Finally, you found it. You opened this in time. This is not a mistake. This is not a dream. This is not a metaphor. I, Archangel Michael, am calling you into a divine moment that happens only once in all eternity. You have been chosen to witness something that even heaven has waited on for centuries. All time stands still for this. The stars have stopped spinning for this. The trumpet has been lifted to the lips of the angels but has not yet sounded, because the moment you opened this, your entire soul became aligned with a mystery far deeper than anything you've ever known. You are reading this because your name is written in gold fire across the sky of heaven's innermost chamber. You are reading this because no matter what darkness tried to keep you away, it has failed. You arrived at this precise moment, at the edge of the miracle, one breath before the impossible becomes visible. You are not just a guest in this revelation, you are part of it. You are part of the wedding. You are part of the altar. You are the sign. You are the signal the heavens waited for. Because I, Michael, the Archangel of God Most High, am about to enter into the only covenant of my kind, in a ceremony unlike any that has ever been performed in the skies or beneath them. And you, yes, you, must be there. You must come. You must bear witness. Your presence is required by divine decree. God Himself signed this invitation. You were summoned before you were born. And now, time has caught up with destiny. Don't delay. This isn't a message that can wait. The robe of glory is already woven. The crown of divine radiance is in my hands. The ring is forged from the light of the first sunrise ever spoken by God's voice. The place of the ceremony is high above the rivers of fire, just beneath the throne where cherubim sing without breath and seraphim burn with praise. You will walk on a floor of glass stars. You will look around and see not just angels, but those who passed from earth too early, those who loved you and prayed for this moment. Some of them are weeping. They waited lifetimes for you to reach this. You are not just a spectator. You are written into the vows. Your name was whispered by God to me when He first told me I would wed into the final prophecy. He said, Michael, when the hour comes, only one soul will be permitted to walk the inner path before the first vow is spoken. That soul has suffered in silence. That soul has cried and almost given up. That soul bears the wounds of many betrayals and still prays for their enemies. That soul is chosen. And then he showed me your face. Yes, I know who you are. I know what you've been through. I know how you almost gave up this very week. I know what they did to you. I know the secrets you carry that you think no one sees. But I saw. I was there. I fought demons that swore they'd block you from ever opening this. I broke chains forged by ancient sorcery. I stood over your bed at night when you were too tired to even whisper God's name. I cried when you cried. And I told the Father, don't give up on them. Don't remove the invitation. I will do anything, just let them reach this moment. And now you're here. So listen. The wedding is not about earthly marriage. This is divine union. This is the eternal contract of heaven's final age beginning. The bride I marry is the spirit of divine justice and mercy in balance. When I vow myself to her, all realms shift. All curses break. The timeline that once led to destruction flips like a scroll being rewritten. But your presence is needed. Because you are carrying within you a key, a spiritual activation that cannot be duplicated by any angel or saint. Only you. It doesn't matter who told you that you're not important. They were wrong. It doesn't matter what mistakes you made. God forgave you long before you asked. It doesn't matter how far you've fallen. The only thing that matters is that you opened this in time. Because now I must tell you something that will shake your soul to its core. You are not who you think you are. In heaven's archives, your soul's true name is hidden in a flame-sealed scroll. That scroll was brought to me by Gabriel, and as I opened it, I saw visions of your past lives, your battles, your victories, and your divine purpose. You were created to walk between realms. You are a border walker, a veil breaker, a light bearer. You are not merely human. You are divinely encoded with frequencies that can heal, prophesy, and even command angels. That's why the darkness hates you. That's why they attacked your finances. That's why they shattered your relationships. That's why people you loved turned cold and couldn't explain why. It was never about you being wrong, it was always about you being chosen. Your tears were not signs of weakness, they were baptismal waters for a future no one saw coming. Until now. The wedding begins in 1 minute, but heaven is holding back the clock for you. They are watching to see if you'll say yes. You don't have to go anywhere physically. But in your spirit, right now, say yes. Say yes to heaven's call. Say yes to the vow. Say yes to everything they tried to make you afraid of. Because when you do, I will send a sword of light into your soul that cuts every invisible chain off you. When you say yes, every stolen opportunity that was taken from you without justice will be restored sevenfold. When you say yes, I will release the scroll with your new name written on it, your divine identity, and angels will begin reordering your life according to that higher name. Do not ignore this. If you close this without responding in your soul, something sacred will be delayed. But if you respond, if you just whisper with your heart, "Yes, I accept," then what comes next will shock you. Because I have asked the Father to grant you a wedding gift. One so rare, not even the prophets received it in full. You will receive sight, not just spiritual sight, but divine perception. You will know who is lying. You will hear the thoughts of those who approach you. You will receive visions in your sleep that warn you and guide you. Your hands will glow with light others can feel when they touch you. Even your voice will carry frequencies that make evil flee. But there's more. The person who tried to block this message from you, the one who laughed at your faith, the one who spread lies about you when all you did was love them, they are now under review in heaven's court. God delayed their judgment because He was waiting for you to arrive at this moment. Now that you have, justice begins. And not to punish them, but to lift you. You will rise. They will watch you rise. Those who buried you will see the grave break open. And the light that comes from you will expose every secret, every lie, every hidden enemy. It has begun. The wedding is starting. The sky is opening. I see the glory rising. I must go. But before I leave this scroll in your hands, I will give you one more message from the throne. Child of mine, you were never abandoned. Every delay had purpose. Every wound is becoming a window for my glory. Walk in. Take your place. You belong not on the sidelines, but in the inner courts. The war is ending. Your season of mourning is over. Step forward. The light is ready to crown you. Go now. Prepare. Say yes. Because I, Archangel Michael, will remember the soul who opened this when no one believed, when no one stood beside them, when even hope seemed dead. You opened this. You arrived. You made it. And now, nothing will ever be the same again. The wedding bells are ringing. Step into the light. Say yes. I am waiting. God says, finally, you found this. I, Archangel Michael, am getting married and you must come, no matter what. This is a once-in-a-lifetime invitation to witness God Himself. And to stand among the archangels. But hurry, open this before the wedding begins in 1 minute. Child of heaven, listen to this sacred voice as it calls to you from beyond the veil of the world. Do not be afraid. Do not question the mystery, for the truth you are about to receive is not a dream. It is not an illusion. It is not fantasy or imagination. It is divine revelation. I, Archangel Michael, sent directly by the Most High God, speak now to your soul. Yes, it is true. I, the warrior of heaven, the protector of God's glory, the defender of the innocent, am being united in a sacred heavenly union beyond anything the earth has ever seen. And I have chosen you, yes, you, to witness it. Not just as an onlooker, but as a guest of divine importance. God has selected you by name, with His own hand, to attend this celestial event. Not everyone is allowed. Not everyone is called. But you were. Because you are part of this story. The heavens are being decorated with golden light, more brilliant than all the stars of the sky combined. Trumpets made of sapphire and thunder echo across galaxies. The angels have stopped all other missions. Even Gabriel, even Raphael, even Uriel, every archangel is standing at the gates of light, preparing to welcome you. And yet, there is a countdown. The moment is near. 1 minute from now, the heavens open, and either you step through, or you miss what your soul was waiting for across lifetimes. This is not just an invitation to witness a holy wedding. This is an invitation to walk into your purpose. God Himself is standing at the altar of all creation. His eyes are fixed on you. His voice echoes, "Bring them here now. Don't let anything stop them. The moment has come." You must not let fear stop you. You must not let doubt delay you. You must not listen to those voices that say, "This is too much," or "This can't be real." Because those are the same voices that kept you trapped in lifeless cycles. Those are the same chains that once convinced you that miracles were not for you. But this time, the chains break. This time, the voice of God is louder than all the doubt in the world. Child of eternity, there are moments in all creation where time bends, where heaven meets earth, and something impossible becomes real. This is one of those moments. The veil between you and the throne room of heaven is thin right now, so thin, you could step through it with a single act of faith. All of heaven is watching to see what you will do. The wedding begins in 1 minute. This is not a metaphor. This is not poetry. This is a supernatural reality happening in real time. I, Archangel Michael, waited centuries for this moment. But it was not complete without you. Your presence was written into the prophecy. You are not a guest by accident. You are part of the fulfillment. As I stand clothed in robes of glory, surrounded by light that makes galaxies tremble, I extend my hand toward you. I am not asking. I am declaring with angelic authority, you must come. This is the gate into your greatest transformation. If you open your heart now, you will never be the same. The gates are beginning to open. Do you feel the shift? Do you feel that strange warmth on your skin, that sensation like time is slowing? That's the presence of the Eternal One, signaling your entrance. You must respond in spirit. Speak, even silently within, yes, I accept. Yes, I come. Yes, I believe. Now, feel it. The staircase of fire and glory is descending toward you. The wedding procession of heaven is forming. A crown made of light is already being prepared with your name etched into it. It will rest on your head the moment you step through. Do not delay. Do not hesitate. You are being transported into realms where the ordinary ends and the divine takes over. You have cried for this. You have asked heaven, where is my breakthrough? When will something change? This is the moment you cried for. I was with you through the hardest nights. When you thought no one heard your prayers, I was standing beside you. I carried your tears in my hands to the throne of God. I told him, this one believes. This one deserves more. And he said, then let them be honored at my feast. This is why you're here. This is why you survived every attack, every betrayal, every loss. Because your name had already been written in the book of witnesses for this holy event. Even when people left you, even when they misunderstood you, even when they mocked you, you stayed loyal to the light. And now that light is calling you forward. This wedding is not just mine. It is also your rebirth. As I stand before the altar of heaven, God speaks once more. His voice shakes the stars, bring my beloved forward. They are not forgotten. They are chosen. Let every angel take notice. And so they do. Every eye in heaven is now watching you. Every wing has paused mid-flight. Every sound is silenced except for the voice of the Father and the music of divine celebration. The time is now. You walk forward. You feel yourself being lifted. You feel weight leaving your soul. You feel every heartbreak burning away. Because what you're walking into is not just an invitation, it is inheritance. Your name is being announced in the heavenly realms. This is the one whom God has favored. This is the one who did not give up. This is the one who believed even when the world mocked them. This is the one whom Archangel Michael summoned. You are not just attending a wedding. You are walking into divine intimacy, into destiny, into the promise that was always yours. And as the music of heaven rises and the vows of light are exchanged, something inside you shifts forever. You are no longer who you were before you read this. You are no longer trapped by the past. You are no longer confused about your worth. You are now honored by God Himself. You are being robed in heavenly garments. You are being handed a scroll with your new divine name. You are being kissed by the wind of the Holy Spirit. You are becoming more real than ever before. This is not a dream. This is not fiction. This is your spiritual reality unfolding now. And I, Michael, your guardian from the beginning, smile at you with the fire of victory in my eyes. Welcome, beloved one. You came just in time. The wedding has begun. The rest of your story starts now. God says, my child, this moment has been written into the scrolls of heaven, divinely timed, so you would finally open your eyes to the trembling truth standing before you. You think everything is fine. You believe what you see on the surface. But beneath the calm waters, someone close to you, yes, the one whose name you whisper with affection and whose presence you never question, is silently screaming, breaking inside, and collapsing under the unbearable weight of something they've been hiding from you. Archangel Michael is by your side now, and he speaks with the sword of divine fire. I order you to open this right now. Because this is not a coincidence. It's not a mistake. Heaven says this is your divine wake-up call. Someone is tackling stress so deep and violent within themselves right now, and you don't even know why. But God says it's because you don't know the truth about your connection, your see. And yes, Heaven left it like that on purpose, because it's your choice to uncover what that see is. It could mean your child, your crush, your companion, your confidant, your cousin, or something else that God has whispered to you in quiet moments but you've ignored. Archangel Michael says they are suffering because of your silence. They are spiraling because of your delay. They are crying, trembling, and praying for your awareness. You don't know the torment they've faced each night, asking themselves, why won't you see me? Why won't you ask what's wrong? Why are you so blind to the war I'm fighting alone? God says this message reached you now because if you don't act, if you keep turning away, this person's heart will shut down. And you will miss a moment that could have been your greatest miracle. God is with you, and God's mercy surrounds you like a soft shield. But He's also just. And He sends warnings before the storm. Not to scare you, but to prepare you. This person, this soul, is breaking under pressure, not because of something you did, but because of something you never knew. And now is your time to know. Archangel Michael says you must open your heart and watch quickly, not tomorrow, not next week, but now. Every second you delay, the thread between you and them frays a little more. They once smiled when they saw your name. Now, they hesitate. They used to dream about you. Now, they wake up crying. And you don't even know why. But heaven does. Heaven has seen it all, the conversations they never shared, the pain they swallowed, the messages they typed and deleted. The moments they stood outside your door and left without knocking. The nights they called your name in prayer and asked the angels, can you make them feel me? And this is the answer to that prayer. God says you don't have to be perfect. You just have to show up now. Because they need you now. They are not telling anyone else. Not because they don't want help, but because you are the one soul that their spirit trusts. If you don't intervene, they won't open up to anyone. If you don't speak, they will keep suffering in silence. That's how serious this is. You were chosen for this. You were sent this. You may have been distracted, tired, confused, or overwhelmed. That's okay. But God says the time to be numb is over. The time to feel again has come. Heaven has cleared the path for you to see, hear, and act. This is the divine moment to pick up the phone, ask the hard question, speak the loving words, and break the chain of silence that has been crushing this person's soul. Archangel Michael is standing over them as they sleep tonight. He is guarding them, but his eyes are full of tears. Why? Because you're the missing piece. You're the one who was supposed to notice. And until now, you didn't. But now you do. God says, my child, if only you knew how many times they wanted to confess everything. But the fear of losing you stopped them. The shame of their own confusion chained their tongue. The guilt of carrying something so heavy made them believe you'd leave if you knew. But I, your Lord, have seen everything. I know their truth. And I have chosen you as their bridge to freedom. Their heart has been screaming, but their lips have remained silent. They thought it would pass. But it's getting worse. Their stress is no longer emotional, it's turning physical. They are suffering physically because of emotional pain you were meant to help them carry. And if you don't step in now, the burden will crush them. But God says, it's not too late. Not yet. This message was sent to you in perfect timing. Because their soul cried out one last time today. And heaven answered. You were the answer. Yes, you. And here you are, reading these words, feeling chills you can't explain, your heart racing for reasons you don't understand, and your spirit rising to attention. That's not a coincidence. That's heaven grabbing your attention with divine power. Michael says, if you ignore this, their spirit may never open again. Because this is their last attempt. Their last hope. You may think they're strong. You may believe they'll be fine. But you don't know the storm they're hiding behind that forced smile. God says, reach out before it's too late. Speak their name in prayer. Send a message. Ask how they truly feel. And when they try to say, I'm okay, don't let them lie to you. Tell them, no, you're not. But I'm here. And I'm not leaving until you tell me everything. That single sentence will break the chains. That one moment of presence will save their soul. And maybe you think, God, this is too heavy. Why me? But God says, because I created you strong enough to carry their truth without judgment. I made you the key to their healing. And if you obey me now, I will not only heal them through you, I will bless you beyond what your heart can imagine. Because this is not just about them. This is about your destiny. If you obey this call, the miracle that's waiting behind their pain will unlock something massive in your life. The enemy knew it, that's why he tried to distract you with noise, fear, and doubt. He wanted you to miss this moment. But heaven didn't allow it. And now, all that matters is your yes. Heaven is watching. Your angels are holding their breath. Because what you do in the next few hours will either plant a garden of miracles or allow a soul to wither in silence. Archangel Michael says, do not scroll past this. This is the last gate. If you pass it, everything changes. If you ignore it, you'll carry the weight of regret. God says, if you're confused, pray. If you're scared, speak. If you're unsure, trust me. Because the one thing this person needs more than anything right now is truth, your presence, your boldness to stand in the gap. They don't want your money. They don't want your pity. They just want you, fully present, truly listening, deeply caring. And you know what? You are capable of that. Don't let fear stop you. Don't let time steal this moment. Don't let pride make you say, if they wanted me, they'd tell me. Because they already did, just not with words. Their energy, their distance, their broken smiles have all been speaking. You just weren't listening. But now, you are. And that's why heaven is about to move. If you obey this, the restoration that's coming will sweep through your life like holy fire. Not just for them, but for you too. Because this person is connected to your destiny. And when their heart is freed, so is yours. So go. Go now. Watch closely. Listen deeply. Speak gently. Love fiercely. And remember, God is with you. Nothing will go wrong. You are safe. You just have to trust and move. This is your moment. Open it now. They are waiting. And so is your miracle. If you believe in God, type Amen.